Alrighty guys, this is going to be part 2 of our how to install LSPDFR to your main game directory. So since we already know where to find our main game directory, we're going to go ahead and do that now. And Steam, Common, Grand Theft Auto. Alright guys, so from this point we're going to go ahead and just overlook everything, make sure everything's good. Alright, so now from here guys, like I said, it's pretty straightforward, it's pretty easy. We're just gonna show you exactly where you're supposed to go. We're not gonna show you how to get all of them, but I mean it's simple guys, it's straightforward. So you go into LSPDFR, go into the download section, go into the scripts and plugins, and then right here guys, as you can see everything. So you got the Felix call out pack, you got all your call outs, and you got all the extra stuff inside the game. There's like 17 pages of worth of stuff that you can go through and pick and kind of choose what you want, but we're gonna close that out because we're not going to need that. We are going to show you though exactly what we have in our game. So at this point, if you want to pause the video, you can definitely go through. If it helps, just write everything down, minus a couple of things, because we already installed Trainer V, so you don't really need the trainer. But yeah, everything else, if you want to go through, and we'll kind of just like do this for you guys if it makes it easier. That's pretty much everything that we're going to be installing in this video right here. So like I said, if you want to pause the video at this point and write everything down, screenshot it, do whatever you got to do. Alright guys, we're gonna go ahead and get in with it. So from here, we'll open up our main game directory. Like I said, these are scripts and or plugins, so everything's going to go into our plugins folder. Since it does say scripts and plugins, what I want you guys to do before we get into the installing of the plugins process, go ahead and create a new folder and simply call it scripts, and then refresh your directory. And now it's going to put a scripts folder right in there. And then basically guys, you'll just open up each one of these files. Like I said, I highly recommend guys that you create yourself a scripts and plugins folder, and then just basically everything that you download, whatever you want to install into your game, just go ahead and put it into your scripts and plugins folder. You don't have to put everything I have, but if you want to put everything that I have, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, just make yourself a scripts and plugins folder. That way you know where everything is located. And then this is, like I said, this is everything that we're going to be putting into that. But real quick guys, before we actually get into that process, since we are still here in our main game directory, just go ahead and minimize that really quick guys, and then open up your web browser. What I want you guys to do is go ahead and type in openiv. Some people call it 4, but for this sake we're just going to call it openiv. And don't get the GTA, just go for download. And it's going to be that top one right there. It says openiv, the ultimate modding tool for GTA 5, GTA 4. And then you're going to want to go to this link right here where it says download now openiv 4.0. And then you would just go ahead and download it, and then follow the links or follow the instructions. Alright guys, since we already have our openiv installed, what we're going to do next is we're going to open up our openiv. Go to Windows. And it's going to pull this tab up like this. And being that this should be a first time install, for our OpenIV. See how it has install plugins for GTA 5, ASI Manager. Go ahead and click that, guys. Now the only one that's probably going to be installed is this one. You're going to want to install these other two. Once they're installed, you can go ahead and close that out. Now you'll notice that our mods folder that we created, if you didn't create a mods folder, this will go ahead and create you a mods folder that will be inside your main game directory now. And all of our work that we are going to do is always going to be inside of our mods folder. As you can see, it's got time64 and update RPF. We dig a little further, we'll have a DLC packs. And then in here, these patch days are where you install all of your cars. So we'll go ahead and do ours on our latest patch day. Sorry guys, probably went a little too fast there. So what you're gonna do is go to patch day 25, DLC, and you'll notice it'll actually pull up your pathway right up here, guys. Time 64, go levels. You don't want to go inside of patch day 25, you want to go into GTA 5, and it's gonna have a vehicles.rpf, and then from there, guys, you're gonna have these base vehicles, which it's okay to have. If you have these base vehicles, it's not a problem. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe, let's see if we can go back. I think all of the patch days, I know a lot of people did their patch days in patch day 20. I think they're all going to be the same. Just give me 1 second, guys. We're just going to kind of look through it and just see if they're all the same. Okay, so it doesn't actually appear to be all the same. Different cars are in different patch days. That's interesting to know. Alright, so now, guys, since we have I went a little crazy there. Since we already have OpenIV installed now, what you're gonna want to do is, let me just double check everything, because I know I have stuff on my desktop. So okay, so if you have stuff located on your desktop, this open package installer is what we're going to use to open certain things for GTA 5 here in our OpenIV. But for now, we can go ahead and minimize the OpenIV, and if you want, guys, you can just go ahead and drag and drop it right down here onto your taskbar, so you have an easier shortcut to get to your OpenIV, or you can just leave it on your desktop, however you prefer, whatever you prefer. It's 100% and completely up to you guys. So let's pull up our main game directory again, and then we're gonna pull up our scripts and plugins folder. Alright, guys, so we're just, because we don't really need the buffer zone in that section, we're just gonna kind of close that screen out just a little bit so we have a little room to work with on our desktop here. As long as you have disk space in your main game directory, guys, that's all that really matters, is because that's where we're going to be dragging and dropping all of our plugins. And I'm kind of stalling in this video just a little bit, so that way if people need to, they can get the time to, it's a little bit of lengthy downloads that you got to get here, all your plugins. And after we do all of our plugins, we may pause the video for a second and do a restart, and then restart the video back up. But definitely, guys, after, where is it at? Sorry, I can't really see at the moment. When we install all of these callouts, we're only going to install 10 callouts at a time, and then after that, we're going to stop the video, restart the computer, come back in, restart up a new video segment, and then install the last of them. The reason why we do 10, I mean, you can do all of them, we may end up doing all of them, but the reason why I recommend doing 10 at a time, guys, is because it can be a little bit overload for your computer, and you don't want to stress the machine out, and definitely you don't want to load all of this stuff into your game and then try to jump into the game. It's just not going to work. Your game's going to crash, and you're going to have a miserable time not understanding why. Just follow these steps. Okay, so now, like I said, we don't need the trainer V. We already have Simple Trainer installed, we're just going to start from Speed Radar and go all the way down until we get to the very bottom. Okay guys, we may jump around just so that way, because we don't want this one just yet. In order to use this here, which is audio clips, you're going to need to have the X scanner installed, which is like kind of an additional police radio inside of the game. If you've watched any of my videos, that's where you hear the police chatter in the background. That's exactly where it's coming from. It's right there guys. But let's go ahead and, like I said, we may jump around on a few things, but we're gonna get you there. So just follow along with the steps, provided that you have everything that I have here in my scripts and plugins folder. We're gonna go ahead and get started guys. So first things first, we're gonna grab the speed radar, and it's just a speed radar.dll. You're just gonna take it and drag it right into the game, your main game directory that is. And then we're not gonna grab this one yet. We're not gonna grab this one yet, this one or this one. We're gonna go ahead and grab this one guys. It's an attempted crimes call out. Oh, I'm so sorry guys. Let me backtrack. I do apologize guys. I do apologize. I totally forgot this. So go ahead and go into your web browser. I can't believe I actually missed this step. I'm kind of glad I caught myself before going any further. So go into your web browser guys, and then type in BEJOIJO plugins, and then you're gonna go to I don't want to say the name wrong, so let's just say it's BEJOJO plugins home. And what you're gonna want to do guys is you're gonna want to grab Stop the Ped, Ultimate Backup, Compulite, Simple Callouts, ALPR Lite, Speed Radar Lite, and Attempted Crimes Callouts. That was the one we were actually about to just install, and I realized I totally forgot to take you guys to this page and show you all of this. So whenever you say you click on it for the first time, it's going to bring up this window guys. What you're going to want to do is just close that window out and just re-click on the plugin. And then it's going to bring you to this kind of page, and you're just going to scroll all the way down guys, all the way till you get to the very bottom. Don't click on the download now. That's going to take you to a whole different place, and you don't want to do that because then it's going to install junk onto your computer. What you're going to want to download is that one right there. Seeing how it does that? You don't want that at all. You want to go to that right there, and then it'll start to download Stop the Ped. Now you see Stop the Ped has now been installed, or not installed, but it's been downloaded to your computer. And then you'll do the same thing with Ultimate Backup, Compulite, Simple Callouts, ALPR Lite, Speed Radar Lite, and Attempted Crimes Callouts. Alright guys, hopefully everybody has those plugins installed onto their scripts and plugins folder, if you got yourself a scripts and plugins folder. So we're gonna go back into it guys and get with it. I do apologize about that. That was kind of my mistake, and I'm glad we caught that mistake before divulging further into this video. Let's just open that up just a little bit. But now we have room to work with in our desktop with all of our files. So the last thing we did was Speed Radar, and then we're gonna go for the Attempted Crimes call out. And when you click on the folder guys, it's gonna have LSPDFR plugins folder and then a readme.txt. You don't want the readme, you just want the LSPDFR and the plugins, and deselect the top folder. You're just gonna drag those guys and simply drop it in to your game. It's going to move files over into your plugins and LSPDFR. Now that that one's done, you can simply close that out, and that's basically the whole process of what we're going to be doing in this video right here. It's just dragging and dropping files into our plugins. A few go into the scripts, but mainly it's just going to be your plugins and LSPDFR. It's very simple guys. So the next one we're going to get is ALPR Lite. It's just the plugins. You're just going to drag the plugins right over, and then we can close that window out. Ambient effects, gonna simply drag and drop, and inside the inside of here, guys, you can actually read what all of these plugins do. I'm not going to show it for this video just for the sake of, you know, time and to help people out, but whenever you're going through these, say you want to get like this is one of the newer ones that just got released not too long ago, you can actually go in there and it'll actually explain to you what it works with, what the features do, and this goes for everything that's inside of here, guys. You'll be able to read about it and you'll be able to see what it does. We may end up getting this for ourselves, but for right now we're just going to stick with what we got just to make sure that everything works, because I don't want to put something new into the game and then it may cause it to crash. I want to show you what I have that's making everything that I have actually work. So let's go ahead and get back in with it, guys. I apologize. So then we're going to grab the arrest manager. And in here, guys, you just want the Grand Theft Auto folder. And then don't worry about this Rage Native UI. If you look at the date, it's 12/31/2017. You're not going to want that one. There is a much more updated Rage Native UI. We'll show you on that one here in a little bit. So you're just going to grab this folder here, or file, I'm sorry, and then these two folders, deselect that top one. So those three files, and that's it. And simply drag and drop. Gotta move some stuff over. That's perfectly fine. We're gonna grab the automatic siren cutout, and then you're just gonna grab those two and simply drag and drop. Same thing with the auto panic button, or the auto panic, should I say, and just grab it, drag it, and drop it, and it goes right into your plugins. Then the next one, which is the basic parking enforcement, it's a beta, but I mean it kind of gives you like a function to where you can have like writing tickets for people and things like that, and then just simply just drag and drop. And if it just says the Grand Theft Auto, that's just meaning that it wants you to put it in Grand Theft Auto, but don't put it like that in Grand Theft Auto. Open that folder up, and then it'll show up plugins, and then you just drag that plugins into the game. And then that will go into your plugins folder like so. So now we have the arrest manager, that one. We have our vocal dispatch. So we got a lot more stuff in here now. Previously we didn't actually have that folder, so now we actually have that folder and stuff in the game. We're gonna grab our better EMS, guys. And this one, you just want that main folder. And same thing, you don't want this Rage Native UI, but we do want the part tools, LSPDFR, and the plugin. Oops. We don't want those two, we want those two. So just those four files, nothing else. Drag and simply drop. Gonna move some files over. We're going to grab our callout manager. This is going to be useful for when we actually put in all the callout packs and stuff like that. And simply just drag it and drop it. Same thing with clear the way. Simply just drag and drop. And then we're going to put this one after we put this one. This is just more charges. This gives you like misdemeanor charges as well as felony charges. This one just gives you like the basic stuff. I don't think it was actually like misdemeanor or felony, it was just basic. So yet again, this is February 17, 2021. We don't want that one. We're gonna get a much more updated version of it. So just grab the plugins and then just drop the plugins. And then you're gonna have this right here. I believe this is a script. Give me 1 second. Oh no, it's just going into the plugins folder. There's some of them that might be a script, so you just gotta be careful of where you put it. So yet again, we're just gonna grab it because it's a plugin. I could have just saw that simply seeing it was a plugin. Like I said, sorry guys, I had a late night at work last night. Didn't get home till like almost 4 in the morning, and then just was extremely tired, and I woke up just seeing some messages on Facebook about an individual needing some help with try to get an install going for his game was messing up. All right, so now we're gonna grab custom pullover. I believe that's also gonna go into the plugins folder. Oh, of course, yep, it's right there. It says it plugins. See, I'm telling you guys, I'm just not awake for this yet. All right, guys, so we're just gonna drag it and simply drop it. Then this is the emergency lighting system. This is what's going to activate our emergency lighting inside the game. So you want to go to installation files, Grand Theft Auto, and here, guys, you want to grab all of these except for that top folder and simply drag and drop. And after a while, if you need to, guys, just remember just to refresh your directory. So put everything in order. That ELS is going to come in handy when we actually start installing some of the custom cars and things like that. Which this video might be a little bit longer of a video than the other one, just because we're going to show you how to put everything in there, and then once we get everything prioritized with the INI files and all that, we're going to go ahead and then we might showcase it in game, or we might just end it after we get all the INI files, and then on the next episode after this one we may actually just go in and show you how everything's actually working and installed properly. So the next one we're going to grab, guys, is the epic events. And again, it's just another plugins, so just drag and drop. We're not going to do that one yet. That's going to be in the openiv as well. That's actually really cool. It adds, just like it says, it adds vest and earpiece to your character model. I believe this one we can go ahead and put this one in our main game. So yet again, it's got 12/31 of 2017. You don't want that rage plugin, so simply leave that alone, and then just drag the plugins into your plugins folder, or into this little buffer zone. It'll go into the plugins folder. We're not going to do this one yet. Next, we're going to get the felony stop version 2.0. And all you need right there, guys, I believe this one actually goes into the scripts. Give me a second. Oh no, see, yeah, sometimes you got to read those just a little bit further. So we're going to go into our plugins folder. We're going to go into our LSPDFR folder. And then here is where you'll actually drag and drop these two. So you're in Grand Theft Auto main game directory, you'll go into your plugins, go into LSPDFR's folder inside of the plugins, and then it will drag and drop. This is where it wants you to drag and drop those files. And then we can just come back here to the Grand Theft Auto main game portion of it, and then just make sure we refresh the directory, guys. Close that out. This is, I believe, another just plugin. Yeah. Seeing that one yet again, it's 12/31/2017. You don't want it because it's an older Rage native UI. You don't want that. Like I said, there's a more updated one. I think it's like August. It's either August 1st or August 2nd of this year. That's the most recent one. Then we're gonna grab Grammar Police, guys. And then from here, yeah, see, August 1st, 2021, that's the one we're gonna want right there. So here, you're just gonna grab all of these files, guys, and then just simply drag and drop all of those over. Takes a few seconds for that one. It's a little bit of a big file. Like I said, if you're running off of SSD though, it should probably move it a little bit quicker. If I recall, on my SSD it moved it a little quicker, but like I said, I'm doing this to an external drive, so it might move it a little slower. Next, guys, we're gonna grab Immersive Dispatch. And it's not a problem if yours aren't in the same order that mine are in. No worries, don't worry about how everything is. Just, if you can, just follow along. So then, even if you grab this one, guys, it's okay. It's not gonna mess anything up. You still have the latest Rage native UI in there because it's August 1st, 2021. It's okay, so we're just gonna grab all three, drag and drop. Again, and this time it's going to ask you because there's a Rage native UI already in there, and it's going to ask you to replace it, and that's fine. Like I said, it's not going to do anything to the game. It's not going to mess anything up. Next, we're going to grab this interaction. And then from here, like I said, you don't want that one. Always pay attention when you see the Rage native UI, just pay attention to the date. That was a big error that I used to do when I was first installing it. Like, I kept seeing the Rage native UI and was thinking, oh well, this has it in there, so I must need it because it's in that file. But the date is very, very important, because otherwise, if you put this in, it's going to mess everything up because it's an older date, and the one that we have in our game is a newer date. So from there, all you need is the plugins and then the custom item XML. That's all you need from this one, guys. And then just drag and drop. And this one is also an openiv, so we'll come back to that one. I believe this one. Okay, no, that's not a if it's a script, it usually has a readme attached to it, guys, and it'll tell you if it's like a script, or even sometimes, sorry guys, it'll have a detailed analysis of where it's supposed to go as far as the plugins. It's just the person that makes them, or whoever it is that makes them. Sometimes they'll attach readmes, so we're just gonna take that and just simply drag and drop that over. And on my last video, I actually totally forgot when I was in the game to readjust my graphics settings, because I'm running off a 1440 monitor, so it was still running on a display of the 1440 and not the 1920 x 1080. So I do apologize for the bit of a choppiness in that video. We'll go ahead and get that fixed before we dive more into details with this video when we actually get into the game portion of it. So then we're going to grab the LSPDFR 1.9.0.0 by Albo. And then yet again, it's just a Grand Theft Auto. And you're just going to want to grab this one here, guys, and that one there, and just drag and drop, staying out. Don't grab that Rage native UI, and it's okay if it replaces that one. It's not a problem, not a big deal, as long as you're not replacing the Rage native UI with a date that's not current with the one that we already have in there. Have more license plates. And then just drag and drop. Like I said, as long as it shows the Grand Theft Auto 5, just click on it and it should go into the plugins. And then that, like I said, it's going to end up, let's see, because now we have more license plates, LSPDFR, EUP menu, cop holster, more license plates, actual folder. And then inside here, we're starting to actually gain a lot more stuff inside of our LSPDFR folder. So we're getting there, guys. You're almost there. And then we're gonna grab this one, which is the not for sure how you say that, but it's just, this is the officer or whatever plugin. You're just gonna grab this. Like I said, it's inside of the download section. If you want it, you can grab it. If not, don't worry about it. Drag and simply drop. And then we had the plate checker remastered. That's simply a plugin. This is a player location display. It's actually really nice, guys, really nice. Like I said, everything that's in here you'll find in the scripts and plugins section on the LSPDFR homepage. And these go right into the main game directory, guys. They don't go anywhere fancy, just the main game directory. And anytime you see an ini file, that's a file that you can actually configure and manipulate, just like we have right there, ini files folder, pld ini. That's also a openiv install, so we're not going to mess with that one. Next, guys, we're going to grab the police smart radio. I really don't utilize it all that much, but there's sometimes I do utilize it. There's a way that you have to set this up in game for the first time initialization. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but I mean, it's not anything too difficult. So we're just going to go there and then just grab those two, the plugins, and then the albos 1125.com or common.dll, and then just drag and drop. It's going to move things over. Then it's probably going to ask us to replace. Click yes. Close that out. And then there's a rich ambiance or ambience, however you want to say it. LSPDFR plugins, same thing. Just highlight them, drag them, and drop them. It's very simple, guys. It's very simple. I was getting frustrated with this myself whenever I was first doing these things because I didn't understand how easy this really was, and I was getting more frustrated by making it more frustrating than what it really is. But it's not. See, Rage Native UI 8/1/2021. So we can go ahead and grab that. That's not a problem. It's not going to mess anything up because it's the current date. The time I don't really think matters, is just as long as it's the current date. I haven't experienced anything ever messing up with my game, even with the times being different. It's just I think the date is all that really matters. So drag those three files and simply drop. It's going to ask us to replace. Click yes. Close out of that. Then we have a simple callouts. And these are a couple of callouts that'll at least get you started if you don't want to put in the extra callouts, or if you don't want to do extra callouts and just have whatever the base game's callouts will give you. Simply drag and drop. This one, I will leave that up to you guys. It's a little tricky to actually get and find that one. You actually have to go onto YouTube itself and actually type in skin control. You can't, for GTA 5, you can't actually go to the site and actually download it. There are a couple of videos where the creator actually has the link down in their description, and you just got to follow that link and then just download it that way. It's just not gonna work if you try to do it going into the site. It's gonna want you to create an account. It's too much work. So simply just go, and then if you want the skin control, it just gives you like the ability to have tattoos and stuff like that on your character in your game. It's not really important, so we'll just skip that just in case a lot of you don't have it or don't want it or confused on how to get it. We may come back to that and show you how. So then we're gonna grab speed radar light, and it's just a simple plugins. Drag and drop into your plugins folder. Close out. Spotlight. I believe this one is a plugin, or not plugin, a script. Oh, no, that's a plugin. Okay. Did I say we have to be inside the plugins folder, or just drag and drop? Okay, so let's just go ahead and open that up just in case this is where we need to be. And then we'll just drag and drop those there. I think that's probably where those need to be. Yeah, it looks about right. Alright, so now we got spotlight resources. Sticky wheels, basically as they sound, your wheel, like I said, they're in the description, but the sticky wheels, you turn them left, they stay left. You turn them right, they stay right. It's a really cool feature. I believe that is a script, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, that's just a regular plugin. And we'll just drag it and drop it. Oh no, see that. Let's delete that because we were actually inside of our plugins folder. You don't want to do that. You want to make sure that you're inside of here and not putting it inside the directory like that. See, now it'll do it, because otherwise it was going to put a plugins folder inside of our plugins folder, and we don't want that. That'll mess things up. That'll mess things up bad for you. All right. This is going to be stop the ped. Like I said, you can grab the Rage native UI, it's not a problem. This is the proper date. Time really doesn't matter. Drag and drop. It's gonna move files over for us. Next is traffic control. You don't want the Rage native UI, but we do want these 3 files right here. Simply drag and drop. Almost done, guys. Look at that, we're almost done. So then we're gonna grab traffic policer. I hear a lot of people say that traffic policer is outdated, so is police smart radio, but I mean, like I said, once I got my game set up and everything working right, these haven't really caused any problems. So again, we're going to stay away from the Rage native UI and just grab those folders right there, the plugins, the LSPDFR, and the albos, and drag and drop. And it's going to replace, remove, and then or replace. Close that tab out, and this is just for ultimate backup. This is more questions and answers, added little features, but we're just going to go ahead and install ultimate backup first. Yet again, all you need right here, guys, is just the Rage native UI and the plugins. You don't need anything else. Drag and drop. Want to replace, that's fine. Close that out. Local dispatch. And then from here, you want this bottom one, LSPDFR, the plugins, and not the top one. And then just drag and drop. So replace, that's fine. We're gonna refresh the directory since we did quite a lot of stuff in there, and then we're gonna get the X scanner. You don't want that. That I believe is only for like content, the actual creators that actually mess with the in-game files of the actual plugin itself. And then here you're just gonna grab all of these except for the top one, and then just drag and drop, and then it's gonna move all of those files over. It's kind of a lot of files, but that is the last of the scripts and the plugins. Mainly, we got a few more that we'll go back and install, guys, but for the most part, that is 100% it right there. On a good day, if I'm like not even really crunched for time, I can probably get all of this installed on a brand new copy within like an hour and a half tops, but we're showing you guys, so we're going to take our time with it. All right, so then we're going to come back up here to the plugins, go into LSPDFR. Second, gotta clean my glasses, guys. Joys of wearing glasses when they get dirty. All right, guys, I'm gonna go over the X scanner file right here. You're gonna want to open up the X scanner file, and you want to go to audio where it says default, and then it's gonna say X chatter or XCHATTR, basically X chatter. You want to open that up, and then it's gonna bring up all of these little .xas files. Close out of that, And then remember, we had it right there, the Devin Plays X Scanner Clips. So you're gonna go to Audio Clips, and it's basically gonna drag and drop all of these files here. And it's just adding extra police chatter in between the already police chatter that we have. And you just take that and just simply drag and drop, moves all of those over, and bam, now we have more X chatter stuff. So I mean, you can click on them and they'll display, you know, the audio sounds and whatnot. It's really kind of really cool, nice added feature. Go back to our main game plugin, or main game folder. Sorry, I don't know why I said main game plugins. So yeah, from here we'll go ahead and open up the EUP. This is the Serve and Rescue 1.4, and then it's gonna say EUP Serve and Rescue 1.4 OIV. So you're gonna click on that. You're gonna right click, I'm sorry, and then it's gonna say extract to a specific folder, or you can hold the Alt plus E key. But then you're gonna want to click your desktop, guys, and then go ahead and move that over to your desktop, and there it is right there. And now we can close that file out. And then I think this one also, we'll worry about that one later. I don't think we're gonna need that one right now. So the EUP Law and Order 8.2, same thing, guys. There's a plugins folder, and then there's this right here. So we're gonna take this and then extract that to a specific folder, and we're gonna simply drag that or move that to our desktop. And then how it sets plugins, and then got plugins, we're gonna simply take that and then put that in the plugins. And now you have an EUP menu with preset outfits. So we don't need those anymore, so we can minimize that. Oh yeah, so where's our Compulite? I believe it's going to be in the LSPDFR folder. Now we're going to find our Compulite, charges and citations XMLs. So then we're going to find this one right here, Compulite charges and citations version 1.5. You'll open that up, and then it's got two corresponding XML files, charges and citations. Charges and citations. Just highlight those two, and this just adds more realism to the game, guys. It's gonna say it wants to replace. Yes, we want it to replace. And then we'll just minimize that. And just come back all the way to the main game directory. Yeah, we'll go ahead and show y'all this one as well. So the EUP vest and earpiece. Go ahead and grab that one. It's got files. So what you're gonna do with that one, guys, is we're gonna go ahead and open that up to where it says to the files portion, and then just minimize. Don't close it out, just minimize it, because we are gonna need that one for the openiv. I think we need this one for openiv as well. Oh no, sorry, that one actually is a plugin. So the Felix callouts, guys, go ahead and drag that over, and then it's gonna go into the plugins, and that's done. We do need this one. This is just replacing the basic Kiflom, and it'll actually ask for ID. It sounds more realistic. We'll actually showcase how that actually works in game. So it's Kiflom replacement. It's also a openiv installer, so right click, and then oops, wrong one. That I hit the wrong thing. And then it is extract to a specific folder. Move that again to our desktop. So now we have the search and rescue, law and order, and then the Kevlar replacement all right here on our desktop. It's going to be used in openiv. Then this one as well. That one, if you want to add the actual German Shepherd canine instead of the base ones they have, that's what that's going to be. And that's just Police Canine Shepherd version 1.01. And then this is for the ultimate backup questions. See, that just simply goes into the plugins. Or replace. Same thing here. That one's going to go into the plugins. Simply add that and replace. I think at this point that is it. We can go ahead and close out of this folder. Minimize your main game directory, guys. Open up your openiv, and then remember the 3 little dots or the 4 little dots or however many dots that is, just a little, it's right underneath favorites. A lot of people say it's under tools, but it's technically it's under favorites. Right underneath it, just click the open package installer. And then for the files that we put onto our desktop, so it's the search and rescue, the Kevlar replacement, and the law and order 8.2 openiv installer. So we're gonna go ahead and click on the law and order pack. It's gonna pull this little icon up like this, or this little window. It's gonna say install. It's gonna have 2 selections. It's gonna have game folder and mods folder. Don't put anything in the games folder. It's going to corrupt your game. All this work we've done is going to be for nothing. You're going to have to delete everything and restart. Don't do it. Everything always goes into the mods folder. So we're going to select the mods folder, and then we're going to install confirm installation. And now it's installing it to our mods folder. And there it's going to tell you installation. Sorry guys, was successful. And it's going to say run Grand Theft Auto, but you don't need to do that. Just go ahead and close it out. And then go back into this little package. Excuse me guys, sorry. Go into the package installer again. We already have that one, we don't need that one. We're going to grab the EP Serve and Rescue. We're going to open. Gonna pull up the same window again. Click on the install. Remember, mods folder, not the game folder. Into the mods folder. Confirm installation. Let it do its thing. Then we'll close that up. One last thing in here, guys. Go back into that installer. And then if you have the Kevlar replacement, go ahead and click it. Click open. It's gonna pull this window up. Install. Mods folder. Install. Confirm installation. And say you're like me, guys, and you're interested in getting different car packs. I will actually pull back up the web browser once this is done and kind of show you what you're looking for. But basically, it's really simple. When you're looking for cars or car packs, you just want to make sure that they have ELS attached to them, or that they say that they are ELS compatible. Like this one right here, it's a SWAT van. It has a vehicle type and it says police and it says locked, but it also says ELS right there. It has ELS on it. So that means that it's your ELS that you have, it has an ELS folder inside of it, and you can actually use the emergency lighting system stuff that we actually put into our game on these vehicles. Now, if it says 5M ready, which is a kind of a live server, and it says non-ELS, that means you cannot use emergency lighting system, which we installed on these vehicles. So it just has a base lighting system from my understanding. I don't really run 5M, so I'm not 100% for sure. But yeah, guys, from that perspective, right there, you want to grab car packs or cars that have and or say ELS, and then it's totally up to you what cars you want to use, what cars you want to get. That's up to you. So for me, I use like I said, I have all my cars right here. What you're going to want to do if you want to locate your cars and how to get to your cars, guys. And one little tip, you see how mine already says edit modes enabled. You would have to actually enable your edit mode. Go under tools, go under options, guys, and then where it says default work mode, it's going to say read only. You just want to go into that and click edit and then close, and then your edit mode will be on every time you come into openiv. So go under mods, go under update, go under time 64, go under DLC packs, and now we have an EUP. That's where we're going to install the vest and earpiece. Go ahead and scroll down to your latest patch day, or whichever one you want to put it in. I do mine in the latest patch day. Haven't had any problems. I have seen a lot of people say that they put there something like patch day 20 or patch day 3. It's just wherever you want to put it, wherever you know it's going to be. But like I said, I used patch day 25. Go under DLC, go under times 64, go under levels, and GTA 5, and then vehicles.rpf. Now from here, if you want to save this pathway so you don't forget or remember how to get to it, just click under favorites, and you would add it to favorites, and it would pull up vehicles.rpf, and it would actually save that to your favorites. So every time you would click on it, so like for instance, let's go ahead and close all the archives, go under favorites, go to vehicles.rpf, and bam, all the pathways, and it brought you to it. So from here, you're probably wondering what we're gonna do next. So, provided that you have the car files you want, and say you have them in a cars folder. Oops, wrong one. You would pull up your cars folder. Let's see. This is my main car pack right here. This is the LSPD /pack final. It's right there. That's the name, guys. So if you're looking inside of LSPDFR under the cars section, you can type that in and it should bring it up. Actually, we'll try to do that really quick, see if it actually will bring it up. Otherwise, I mean, like I said, it's up to you what cars you want to put in there, but if you're trying to find this specific pack, we'll show you how to hopefully find it. This thing wants to work for me. There we go. It goes to that, and then we'll go to vehicle mods, and inside that we'll type LSPD underscore pack underscore and RM. Let's see if we just pull it up like that, if it'll actually pull it up. Might actually have to type the whole thing in. Underscore. Okay, so it's not going to pull it up like that. Not a big deal, guys. Not a big deal. So, like I said, you just go they've moved a lot of new car packs and stuff like that into the game, so it's kind of hard to find it, but I will show you exactly what my car packs look like. They got all different kinds of car packs, guys, all different kinds. Definitely take your time and just see what works for you or what you want. You can type you can try to find specific cars or whatever. Like I said, it's 100% up to you, whatever you want to use. I'm not saying you have to use what I use. I fell in love with the pack that I have. That's why I use it constantly. Actually, better yet, since you already seen the name and you know what it looks like as far as the name, let's just go ahead and do it like this. So we'll grab the 2020 Explorer, and it has pictures, and that's what the car is actually going to look like in the game. It's a white with the basically like the side of the city on the car itself. It's really cool. Really enjoy this pack, guys. Really awesome car pack. Alright, so from here, guys, let's go ahead and minimize that. What you'll do is you'll find the car that you want. This is going to be the Crown Victoria. You'll go into where it says model, and then it's going to have a name associated with it. So for instance, this one says police. Just grab all three of those files, guys, highlight them, drag it, and drop it. And now police has been added, so you can click on that little thing there, and there you go. That is the Ford Crown Victoria that I use in my game right there. Like I said, I love that skin texture. It's really nice. It's unique. I don't see a whole lot of people using this particular skin pack, or car pack, should I say, skin pack. It's a Vinewood police pack, if you will. Like right there, it says Vinewood, which is kind of really cool. And then you notice it has an ELS file attached to it. So what you would do, guys, is go into your main game directory, go into the folder where it says ELS, go into pack default, and then it's going to have police, just like that. So then you go there, see how it's police XML. You're going to take that and it's going to replace that XML. And there you go. That one is done. Go back. We'll just minimize. Well, actually, we'll bring this. Oh, nope, we don't want that. We'll just put that right there for now. And then let's see which other vehicles we have. We don't want that one because we already have our own FBI. I don't think we were using the Explorer. You can use whatever you want, guys. This is just what I use. Just gonna show y'all how this works. Yet again, you're just gonna highlight the files, drag and drop. It'll put those in. You just click on the latest one that it installed in. See, like that one's actually gonna mess up because it's how it's like glitchy right there on the side. That one's actually not going to work adequately, so we're going to replace that with a different one. I just can't remember which one it was, but we'll go through and find it. So here's our sorry, can't talk. The Durango. Gonna be, they're not all labeled like this. You actually have to go through and physically change the names on them. But so once I get all the cars in here, I'll actually give you more of an explanation on that, guys. This is my Dodge Durango. I haven't yet showcased all the vehicles that I have in my game yet. I'm just kind of showing you everything, that how we're gonna install everything. Very nice car, dude. Very nice car. And then the same thing, you'll just grab your ELS and then just drag and drop that XML right into there like so. We do utilize the 2018 Dodge Charger. See how it's Police 2. because we have police, and then we're gonna have police 2, police 3, police old 1, police old 2, so on and so forth. And you just drag and drop that in there. And now we have a 2018 Dodge Charger. One of my favorite cars in the whole game right here, the 2018 Dodge Charger. Really love it. So then we'll go back, go to ELS, simply drag and drop. Whoops, I wasn't trying to close that folder out. Minimize that one. Let me just grab the Charger. I think we used the Impala. Yeah, we used the Impala, I think. Let me just double check really quick. Nothing else is labeled police 3. Grab that one since we already know we got police old 2 or police old 1. I did not realize we never changed the name. So here, for instance, it says police 3, and then we just highlighted it to change the name. Let's see that. So you'll right click, go down to rename, and just make sure you tab all the way over to where you're like that and not gonna erase the whole name. And then just scroll to where you want to delete from, and then police old 2. And then it's going to change the name of the XML, and then we'll just drag and drop. Damn it, did it again. Trying to do that. We don't need that one, but we do need that one. Police 4, no. 14. Alright, so here's the CVPI. No, that was the so maybe it was the Impala guy. So we're gonna grab the Impala police 3, drag it and drop. Sorry, I got a little brain farted there. And then we're just gonna drag and drop that right there like so. And then I think we already had the 2015. Yes we did. So we're gonna grab the 2014. Oops. And put that there. And the ELS police 4. That was done. Actually, I think that's all of them right there. You can put whatever cars you want in from whatever packs you get. This one, like I said, I found it has like the most versatile amount of cars that I personally like to use. So then we're just going to double check everything, make sure everything looks good. If they're glitchy, the side panels will actually look all glitchy. So that's the Crown Vic. Let's see, that one was the one we needed to change. I think it was the 2020, right? Oh, why that one acts like that? It's weird. Alright, anyway, I think that's part of our sheriff pack anyway. That's not a problem. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go down to FBI 2, which is the Durango. Police 2, which is the Dodge Charger. Police Old 2, which is one of our Tahoes. Really nice vehicles. Really nice vehicles, guys. And then we got Police 3, which is the Impala. And then we have Police 4, which I think this one might actually mess up because it's like an undercover car, but if it doesn't, that is the other Tahoe. For whatever reason, like Police 4 is slated to be a unmarked or undercover car, and sometimes it can mess up and it'll spawn that car instead of the car that you put in the Police 4 section. I don't know why. It's really kind of weird, but there's that Tahoe right there. I've actually utilized this one in one of my latest videos right here. It's a really nice car. I really like it a lot. So okay, so since we have that, we'll come back into here, and I believe this is the pack. This is my sheriff's pack. Like I said, guys, it's whatever you want. Oh yeah, really quick, guys. Let's just grab this one really fast because this is the 2021 Tahoe. And then we have our FBI. We'll show this one. This is a really nice car. I like this car a lot. That's our 2021 Tahoe right there. That is a really nice car. And then we'll just back out really quick, and then I'll pull this one over, go to our ELS, drag and drop our FBI XML. Okay, so we don't need this open anymore. We'll go under here. I think it was this one. Yeah, this is the one we need. So we're gonna grab the police old one. This is for our sheriff pack, guys. And now you'll see it actually replaced it. So this is our sheriff pack. Then we're gonna grab, I think it was a 2018 Charger. Yeah, it's a 2018 Charger, says sheriff. And then drag and drop. And like I said, you're gonna have to go through and manipulate the names so that way you don't have all your cars overlapping, and then you're gonna have to go back and reinstall all of your cars again. It can be a pain in the ass. And we're gonna grab our Sheriff 2. So there's our Tahoe for our Sheriff 2. Really nice car back. I really actually like the lighting system on this cars. And there's our Dodge Charger. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this as quick as I can. My dog is crying that she wants to go to the bathroom. And then we have well, yeah, I guess we can just leave it like that. I didn't realize we had the that one. I guess we could change that one to, is it that one? Whoops, we put the wrong one in there, guys. So this one is not normally named Park Ranger. I just realized I kind of messed up there because we usually use our Crown Vic as well as in the sheriff's department. So you would label one of your vehicles to be Park Ranger, and we'll just drag and drop that, and we'll show you. So here's our other Tahoe. This is the Tahoe that we use for the sheriff's pack, guys. And then we want to grab our our Crown Victoria, and that's going to replace the Sheriff 2 now. So now we have our Crown Victoria. And then from here, guys, it says VCFs. This is also your ELS files. So we want that one. We want Park Ranger, Sheriff, and Sheriff 2. As you can see, the names are changed in here. Those would be the names that are corresponding with the cars in there. You just want to make sure that you change your names accordingly, and just make sure you have the right files. Drag and drop, and there they are in there. And then we can close out of that, and we can close out of that. And then just make sure you close all archives. And then you can close out of your openiv. Oh, actually, we still needed to be in openiv for those two things. I do apologize. Give me 1 second, guys. Alright guys, sorry about that one. I had to take care of something really quick. So what we're gonna actually do, we're gonna actually reopen up our openiv, guys. So while we're doing that, we can go ahead and get rid of these because we don't need those anymore since those are installed. Open up your openiv, open up Grand Theft Auto 5 through your Windows. And then from here, guys, it's a little bit different to installing the vest and earpiece. It has a README in there and it kind of shows you where to go. But I'm going to show you where to go. So you go mods, update RPF, DLC patch, oops, I'm sorry, no, it's common data. Oh, wrong one again. That's a different for your mods. I'm sorry guys. Time 64. GTA 5. Nope. Alright guys, never mind. I'm gonna just open up the freaking files thing because I completely forgot where to go. I feel a little dumb there. So that's what we did. We did mods, update, time 64. Oh no, we did not. I'm not even told y'all earlier where to go, and I'm over here thinking, oh, I know where to go. I'm just gonna do it myself. Shame on you. DLC to RPF, time 64. You're gonna want to go to eup_component_peds.rpf. You don't want to go to this one. You want to go to the top one. And when you're in there, guys, just go to files. And this is going to be earpiece number 1. So you just basically just drag that. If you want, actually, before we do that, you can actually look at it. It's going to show you the color. One is black, and then the other one is, I believe, like a clear. But this just gives you more options, guys, to be able to put like earpieces and stuff like that. There's variations of colors. We're gonna end up putting both into the game, so you just simply just drag and drop. And then if you notice, this one right here is at 27. I wanted to close out. Alright guys, my game's acting a little wonky at the moment. Then we have an earpiece 2, and notice it says Christmas 2017, so we have 27. So when we drag and drop that over, it'll go up to 29. So now you're done with that part. And this part here is just t-shirts, things like that. You don't really need all that. If you want it, you can grab all that stuff. It's just extra files, guys. So from here, this is going to show you all the different vests. So this is setup vest number 1, setup vest number 2, setup vest number 3, setup vest number 4, and setup vest number 5. And it just shows you what they look like. And then in here it gives you the description of 1, 2, 3, setup 4, size normal. I don't know why that one's different from all the other ones, but you'll just click on, say you want to use that one. And then see how it says MP M Vinewood, and it says MPM Vinewood, and it says 83. So if you just drag that whole folder, and now it went to 85, and then we'll go here, and I already kind of know what which ones I'm looking for, but just for this purpose I'll show you guys. So there's setup 1, there's setup 2, there's setup 3, and there's setup 4. That's just what they'll look like depending on which one you get. You can't have all 4, you can only have one of the 4. And then it's there. Now it's at 87. I believe that one we use setup 2, right? I think we go for setup 2, not really setup 1. And it's kind of a tacky looking vest if you ask me, but I mean it's still an extra customization feature that you get inside the game, which is really cool. Go here. I think we use setup 1 size 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, because we don't really want. I mean, if you like the whole LA PD style, you can go for the LAPD style vest, but we like the basic PD, police department looking ones. So set up one size 1, I believe is what one. The one that we want, sorry. So now we're up to 91. It's number 5. And it doesn't showcase 2 different pictures. I don't understand why, but that's basically what the setup 1 looks like. I think that's like the U.S. Marshals vest, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, so it's just the 1. That's why it only showed the 1 picture. Sorry guys, like I said, I haven't had much sleep. Trying to get this video done. I've been wanting to get this video done for a while. I just, every time I try to record, I always end up messing it up somewhere. I just didn't like what I saw when I recorded it. So this is going to be like your FBI vest, and it also has what's an AR sling. So I believe that's the one we're going to use right here. Excuse me, but I could be mistaken. So yeah, you have one that says police, and you have one that says FBI, and I think that's also saying FBI, but that's kind of what the basic look of them is. We usually mainly go with the FBI. So it's set up to size 1 with the AR sling. Just drag and drop. Now we're up to 95. Sorry guys, kind of doing simultaneous things here. I'm also downloading Forza Horizon 5 on my Xbox, and then doing this tutorial video on my computer at the same time. It's kind of multitasking. And then we'll just look at the images here again. U.S. Marshal Service, which I believe we already have one, so we're not going to get this one. We're actually going to go with this one. I actually kind of like this vest texture anyway. So we're going to go set up 2. Grab it, and it should go 97, I think. It goes in one of those. I can't remember which one it goes into. Oh, Heist 3. So then I believe when we pull it up, because you can go inside of them, guys, and look at what you've installed. So yeah, there it is, and kind of see what the vest looks like. Like I said, it's a really cool vest. I really like the color of it. And we'll just back out, so we're back in the main portion where we need to be. Vest number 8. There's a lot of vests in here, guys. A lot of vests. I don't think we were gonna use that one. I mean, we can grab it just in case. It's January 2016. And you just want to come here and just kind of see if you see the name associated with the vest that you're trying to put in there, guys. 2016. So it's got 233 items. So let's see what happens when we drop that in. Oh, that's female. Oops. Not really a big deal. We know what's in there. Vest number 9. I want to say we use setup 1 size 1. Let's just go ahead and plug that one in there. You don't have to put all these vests, guys, but if you want to, that's just what these are. These options are for. There's nothing wrong with adding extra vests and things like that to your game. Give your police officer more of an option to be able to look cooler in game. So you can go with either 1 or 2. I've used both of them. I still kind of on the fence on which one I think I like better. I can actually win with setup 1 over setup 2, honestly. Now I just drag and drop. Let's see, now I went from 95 to 97. Vest number 12. It's just another setup for your sheriff's department vest. I think we're gonna go setup 3. And it adds another layer, but that's fine. It's not gonna mess anything up if it does that. And then we really don't mess with any of these at all. I never really have. Those are like the Merriweather, and then ATF police. I really don't mess with any of those. You want them, you can put them in. I normally don't. That's usually where I stop it from there on that. And we close all the archives. And I don't know what happened. Seems like the canine one. Where was the canine? Like we had it over here and then it went away. I want to close that out. Let's see where this one goes. Oh yeah, that's right. We gotta copy that. Let's close that out. 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 So what you want to do is open up this one here, and it's gonna say copy to mods folder. You want to go ahead and just click on that. Depending on how fast your computer is, I think it might go a little quicker, but this is kind of a big section of stuff that's inside of those folders here, guys. So we go model, CD images. Why did we close it out if we weren't even finished with what it was? ac.rpf. Oh yes, and there it is right there. And then we just take that folder there and just drag and drop it. Yes, because now it went up to 22 items. And then you should be able to look in there. That would be like for the vest. And there is now the German Shepherd. Almost actually looks like my German Shepherd that I got sitting right next to me. And there's that, so we can close out of that. And we'll close out of our archives. And now we will close out of our openiv. And then from here, I think we will go ahead and end the video so I can go ahead and shut down my computer and restart it, as well as get ready for the next segment, which is going to be the call outs, and then we will do probably one more to showcase the graphics mods, and then after that we will actually showcase everything in game, how it actually is working. So alright guys, hope everybody's enjoyed the video. If everybody's been enjoying the videos so far, especially these how-to tutorial videos, definitely smash that thumbs up button. Give me a comment section down below. Give me some comments. Tell me if there's anything I can improve on, anything you liked, anything you may have disliked. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.